swear Hannah just waits to see what I put down every week for what in the world our theme is. Oh no! Whatever. Ah, sad face. It's what I type too fast is my problem.
Yeah, you do.
Alright, how evenly matched should we do today? I gotta go a couple fast. Okay.
I got 7.
I'll do these 2. Why not? Okay, well, wait, hold on. Let's put our Valiant together. We'll do that first. Hey! News about Valiant. Valiant, which was owned by Dinesh and others, has been now sold to another company that's interested in developing all of its characters for movies and TV, etc. So you'll probably see Valiant characters showing up on the big screen and small screen soon. That would be cool, yeah? Okay. We love Dinesh. We're sorry that it's not your thing anymore because it's your heart and soul that made this thing live again. So know that we all love you very much, and we're glad that you made this thing amazing again. And I hope they continue in that same vein. Alright, Quantum and Woody number 2. We don't know anything about Quantum and Woody. All you really need to know is that they're brothers, not natural brothers. But Woody joined Quantum's family long ago. Okay? They are heroes that have bands on their wrists that they must clang together every 24 hours or it destroys both of them, and they don't want that. So even when they are mad at each other, they must still arrive somewhere together and clang. Okay? And they have a pet goat. In this issue number 2, you continue to learn more about their back history. Now that Woody knows that he has a dad that's out there somewhere and alive, he wants to go try to find them. But the problem is that there's bad guys out there that are also trying to make everything very difficult for them both. And they're just very happy that Quantum and Woody are not working together right now. So don't miss that one, really good. And the other Valiant title, this is a very amazing book. I think it's the last one for this line for eternity. Remember, this is the continuation of a story that started back in Divinity long ago. It's been an amazing, amazing storyline. You have characters that have got the divinity power, Abram, and his wife, Mishka, who have had a child. And previous issues, the child has been stolen by people not on our world that believe that he needs to appear there and take on his role as observer. Find a lot more about that, why the observer's not there, why they need the child to show up, and there's other people that are interested very much in having this kiddo, and there's some information that drops in this issue that's very surprising as well. Yeah, it wraps up really, really well, and it doesn't really leave it so that it's completely closed-ended. It also puts a little, like, ... This other stuff could happen. Imaginations run wild!
So, Stretch Armstrong and the Flex Fighters. So this is Stretch. Oh goodness.
He doesn't look anything like the doll I had when I was growing up.
Yeah.
He had red on, didn't he?
I
swear he had red on.
I think so.
I think it's just red boxers. I mean, like drawers.
I think
Speedos.
So.
He was naked.
Well, I'm glad he's not because he's in high school.
Okay,
so
I could see they would have to put clothes on him. I told him, yeah, this makes all sense now. Young Stretch Armstrong.
Yes. So
the Flex Fighters. Sorry.
So, yeah, they have special powers. They each have different powers from the same chemical.
Okay.
Oh goodness, what is it called?
Unimportant.
It's something Flex something.
We're gonna call it Flexium.
And, something like that.
Flexium.
Flexonium or something like that.
Yeah. That sounds perfect.
Yeah. And so we find out about his schedule, his everyday schedule, and it's very strict, and it leaves basically no time at all for fighting monsters and villains and basically being a superhero in any
Question
way,
for
shape,
you.
or form. Yeah.
Do the villains stretch as well?
Not in this one.
Oh.
It's a giant bug.
Like, what would be the antithesis to stretching?
It's a giant praying mantis.
Yeah!
So,
I love bugs.
well, he doesn't. So,
Oh.
he knows a lot about bugs, though. So,
This is cool. Is it kid friendly?
definitely, 100%.
Love it. IDW, thank you. We love
Yes.
kid friendly stuff.
It's great. I
The
love
more
it.
stuff we can put in front of kiddos that is comic books, the more they will have new generations of comic book readers.
Yes.
So,
And creators.
love. That's right, and creators. All right, so this one's been talked about for a long time. Okay, so Dark Horse has been working towards something spectacular with Karen Berger. So she used to be editor for, I believe, heaven help me if I'm wrong, DC Comics. And so they brought her over to kind of oversee a series of books. You're going to start seeing those coming out now. So this one is called Hungry Ghosts. It's also done in conjunction with Anthony Bourdain, which you know from cooking shows.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a cool, I didn't know what to think. I thought it was just going to be like going, oh, look, they wrote a comic book that just happens to have cooking in it. Isn't that going to be special? But it actually is. I mean, there's cooking in it, but it's nothing really to do with it. It's actually horror stories.
Oh.
The idea is that there is an old, now I don't know if I'm going to get it right, it's Chinese or Japanese custom in which you have 100 candles in one room and a big mirror. And everyone takes turns telling a horror story, a scary story, and then after they're done telling the story, they put the candle out, and then they have to look in the mirror to make sure they haven't entered the spirit world, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So in this book, you have that kind of like set up, and then you have 2 stories in it. So you get to kind of see that lead in. There's more to that lead in than what I'm telling you. But and then there's 2 stories in there. One is told by a female chef that's there, and that's pirate based, and it's oh boys, you guys are not gonna like it. It's a horror for boys. And then, by the way, this is not family friendly in any way. Mm-mm. And the first one is amazing as well. So yeah,
The ramen looks really good on the cover too.
we should have ramen. Except for I'm wearing Taco Tuesday shirt, so
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll have to decide afterward what food
Yeah.
is.
I'm gonna go. Back
There were
and
so many
do-
good DC things coming
Yeah,
up
I've got
this
all
week.
DC.
She's got a huge DC pile.
They were all super long too. So, DC.
Is it time for Milk Wars? Oh, I forgot to bring my milk carton. I have a cool milk carton for Milk Wars.
Yes. I had no idea what I was reading, but it's really, 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 really good. Like probably.
So what you're
Probably
saying
my
is
favorite.
someone that has no idea about any of those characters could enjoy this comic?
Yes. The
Jump
artwork
in.
the artwork is amazing as well, and Lobo's in it, and he's hilarious.
Lobo's
So-
in this? Why did they tell me this?
There's a Lobo crossover.
No, okay.
It's on the milk carton.
So Milk Wars is like, I think 6 titles long, and all of them are differently titled.
Yeah.
So this is Justice
is
League
part one.
America, Doom Patrol. And I can't remember what the other crossovers are. There's a bunch of them that
They're
are
listed in
mashups
the book,
between...
so if you're not sure, they're totally listed there.
It's
and I
between Young
think-
Animal lines, so I think Mother Panic might be next.
I think it's Shade and the Changing.
Oh, maybe
Shade
Shade.
the Changing Girl
Changing Girl.
and
Something else.
somebody else.
As always, anything that's Young Animal is overseen by Gerard Way, because that's his baby, so
Yes.
good stuff. Alright, I think if I do 2, we're going to be equals for the rest. Alright, so Aftershock has been doing this amazing book by Cullen Bunn and Wanda, which I love saying his name so much.
Yes.
So the idea behind the storyline is that there are 2 arcs that survived the flood, the biblical flood. One of them is full of all of the creatures that you know, or the 2x2s, and the other one is actually full of dark creatures like vampires and manticores and unicorns, which this has always not sat well with me. They were unicorns on this dark arc. I couldn't figure out what made unicorns dark.
Do you find out?
You find out this book, finally, why there's unicorns on this arc. I was so confused. And you actually have other heavenly creatures show up that are also very confused in this book. And, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So the cool interplay is that there are humans on both arcs, right? You have Noah's family on one arc. But there are humans on the other arc, the dark arc.
Of course.
Not just the Noah-esque family that builds the ark, but there are
Oh,
also humans that are imprisoned down below.
Ooh.
The idea is that they're food for the dark animals.
Of course.
Yeah. And
that would make sense.
Yeah, and the little girl that lives on that boat doesn't really want... She wants those people to survive, and she wants the creatures to survive. She likes both of them. So, and...
That's going to be hard to do.
And they're given an ultimatum in this book.
Ooh.
The Dark Ark is given an ultimatum about the regular ark, so...
Oh, yeah.
Not what you expect.
Awesome.
Oh, it's annual week.
Yes, it is. I've got all the annuals. So I've got Batman,
Your favorite.
Detective Comics, The Curse of Clayface. So this is totally his origin story retold.
Does it change anything, do you think, or is it just
I
more
don't know
detailed?
anything about it before, so,
Okay.
but,
Still an actor?
yes, you see some more of, his father and why he was, what made him Clayface, like the actual...
The process of becoming
Yeah.
a giant clay monster?
Mm-hmm. And it's really, really good. And,
Any big twists that people should pick it up because it has something important in?
I think so. I'm not going to say what it is.
No, don't
so.
tell me what it is, but it's like, sometimes annuals are
As
great
far
standalone
as I
stories
know,
that you
I
don't
didn't
need.
know.
And
I
some
didn't
of them
know
are
anything.
you have to see.
Yeah, definitely. There's stuff in there that you just need to be able to see and read.
Oh, perfect.
So
It's always good to know. Oh, I only did one, didn't I? Alright, so...
Yeah.
We've been waiting a little while for this, but I think it's because some dude named Donnie Cates is really busy! Super busy with some other stuff. He's writing for Marvel, and I don't know, Image. Donnie, we love you. You know we do. So, Reactor, by Vault, number 2, is kind of a crazy book. You know that Donnie loves vampires because he's writing about them for Image. But in this case, it is vampire-based. But this is like after the world's been destroyed. The world was destroyed because they were trying to destroy the vampires, including the head vampire, Luke. L-U-C. And,
not Skywalker then.
No. And now imagine that vampires might have mechs. Just put that in your brain. And there might be other mechs to fight them. But there are humans that are still alive and running around and trying to avoid things. And there's another big faction that have got, like, Earth destroyers. Just imagine all that nonsense in one book. And that Donnie's writing it. Yeah, and that Donnie's writing it. And that's all you really need to know, because it's awesome. Issue number 2. You should be able to find issue number 1 out there. And I am certain it's reorderable, because I just looked at it today. Your turn! I've been looking forward to this because I have a feeling something cool is happening in there.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Flash War Prelude. The tagline is, "Who remembers Wally West?" But which Wally West?
I was going to say, which one are you talking about?
The one on the cover, the redhead.
Okay, the redhead, I remember.
You remember both of them, though?
Yes, I don't think I've been affected by the time stream or whatever.
Okay, because a lot of people have. And, so this is totally all about this Wally, and he wants everything to go back to the way it was, of course.
But we like other Wally too.
Well, and he wants that to stay the same as well.
Oh, okay.
Of course. So it's very difficult for him because he wants to be back in people's lives, but he's also very terrified that everybody is going to reject him.
Seems reasonable.
And it's just really, really good. And if you're reading Flash or like Flash at all, really, 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 really good.
I know there's some important Flash stuff that's coming up, so
yeah,
it's a good thing to add to your pull boxes,
definitely,
so you don't miss it.
And now is a good time because Prelude.
Oh yeah.
So it's not even part 1 yet.
All right, the rest of my books. Oh no, I'm going to do this one since we're kind of in DC for your side. Okay, DC Superhero Girls. This is their 4th or 5th. So this one's kind of cool. This one's called Date with Disaster, in which the girls get together with Commissioner Gordon and get him ready for a date.
That's amazing.
Control yourselves, guys. I know you want to run out and get this book right now. You have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
It looks adorbs. Everyone should have one of these on their coffee table. I'm just saying. And it's inexpensive.
Yeah.
Very. At $10.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do another one because that was like I forgot to do that. Was
3
paycheck.
left.
Oh gosh, I need to. Yeah. All right, so I don't usually read Old Man Logan, not because I don't like Old Man Logan, but just for a lack of I got all these other things I have to read every week because they're super important. So this is the beginning of a storyline called Moon Over Madripoor. It takes place in Madripoor. It takes place with Lady Deathstrike. They've got big problems. Old Man Logan has been injured. And he's stuck smack dab in the middle of a war between the Hand and... I forgot the other group that they're sandwiched in between. It's pretty bad.
That's really bad.
Yeah. And it's a good place to jump in because, yeah, you find out just how much you don't want to get in between these guys. At all. And... yeah. It's important.
I should do another one.
That's cool. Oh, I should. That's right. Invincible Iron Man, for you guys that have been following along, you know, Tony Stark kind of has reappeared. He is not Iron Man yet. He is just a hairless guy trying to figure out what's going on. He hasn't asked for help. He's kind of cloned.
Oh.
Or
nope.
has been, I don't know. It's unclear yet. We're not really sure. We're not really sure how he came back. Remember, he was in a coma following the events of Secret Empire, self-induced or not. Now, his AI has been running around and helping out Riri Williams with her armor and everything.
Yeah.
The big problem is that when we last saw Riri, she's standing in a garage where she has all her tech, and she has all of the Stark Corporation people coming to try to reclaim all of the tech that she's reverse engineered. So everything is all kinds of bad.
Yeah.
So yes, just know that it's not many more issues before you see Tony back. Like real Tony, really in armor. So if you like Tony Stark being really Iron Man, you need to show up for these books. Oh yeah, you do. Alright, your turn.
Alright. I'll do this one because it's another annual. Deathstroke Defiance Annual number 1. I have not been reading Deathstroke. Just because I didn't really know anything about him, and by the time it got to be a point where I could jump on, it was already... It's
you felt like
been
it was
now.
past you?
Yeah. So I really don't know anything too much about him. But the annual was really, really good and really easy to keep up with, even not knowing too much about it.
What the storyline is right
now.
Yeah,
exactly.
What's the subtitle there?
It's just Defiance. Yeah. So, this is, I think, the end of the Defiance storyline, from what I can tell. And it's really pretty artwork.
I'm seeing if this is the same priest. I think it is.
It's really, really good artwork.
If it's Christopher Priest, then he is best well known for doing the coolest of the Black Panther runs. So. Oh, keep going. I'm just going to find what I want to find.
Can we show some of the art?
Yeah, because it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Here's the best page. That's from something else.
That's still it.
Was it? Oh, then we totally need to show it.
That's okay. Yeah.
Was it? Tell me.
Yeah, it's at the beginning too, though, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
That's the last.
They can't see that.
It's true. All the writing's
There's
backwards.
A gun. There's a gun. Look, there's a gun. Oh, you spoiled all the things. There's a gun in this book. Bad, Jen.
That's a better one, though.
Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna lose my mind because I can't find the who wrote this book page.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. It just says Priest. Great, thanks. Thanks, DC. I don't know. Anyway, if it's Christopher Priest, he wrote the coolest run of Black Panther. It just says priest,
Well, it
honestly.
says that on there too.
That's what, but
Yeah.
I know. I'm sure he has a first name.
I don't know. But it's really, really good. And if you're reading Deathstroke, it's definitely one you don't want to miss. Because it's kind of important.
Okay, cool.
So, just a lot important.
Hey, do you not feel crazy enough this week? Moon Knight. Moon Knight. So this is not 191. It's the little storyline, Crazy Runs in the Family. You find out you've got this sweet lady. You've got all kinds of problems with who's related to who. And of course, it's always up to question when you're talking about all the people that currently reside in the Moon Knight body. You got Mark Spector and all the other guys. He's an Egyptian god. He's fighting a guy who thinks he's an Egyptian god and has powers. It's all kinds of trouble. It's really, really good. But yeah, Max Bemis, he knows how to write some Moon Knight.
I like the cover.
I know. It is really funny.
I'm gonna do... They're both metal. This one's ish. This one is actually metal. Metal number 5.
That cover. Oh!
This is the variant cover.
I know. It's not even
And
the main
it's so
cover. It's
pretty.
gorgeous.
Yes. So last we saw each little subgroup about 2 heroes together fighting all of the bad guys in different areas. Yes, Plastic Man is still an egg. It's definitely Plastic Man. There's not really a whole lot that I can say about it because it's still metal. It's still amazing. Definitely one you definitely want to pick up.
Yes.
100%.
Because we only have one more to go, yeah?
Yeah.
Metal 6 is it.
Metal 6.
Get after it.
And I still haven't read Damage, and I really need to.
Oh yeah, that was the first of the... So they've got kind of these new characters you're going to see coming out.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them.
So, like,
You
I
got
read
Damage,
this one this week.
Silencer.
And it's got the metal logo here.
Yep. And there's 2 more to come after this.
Mm-hmm.
One's a group out of that metal universe. And they're supposed to be permanent members of the new universe, so...
Good. Well, yeah.
At least that's what I thought I understood.
It says the New Age of Heroes on the at the top.
It's that new age of heroes, and I think they're really trying to make them stick around. They're not like red
I'm really
shirts.
glad about it, so...
Yes.
'Cause,
Damage was also good.
Yeah.
Alright, Phoenix. We're at the end of a storyline. Phoenix Resurrection. Look at this awesome cover, man. Oh, okay, so this, I think, is the Art Gem cover. I only order Art Gem now. Thank you so much, Mr. Gabriel, for letting us have open order Art Gem, because, gosh, they're pretty. And they will look really pretty all in a row on your wall. Because they've been so nice. Alright,
yeah.
Phoenix. You have a problem where you've got the Phoenix Force really showing up and trying to take over Jean Grey, which it always does. And you have her kind of thinking she is hanging out in a like 60s diner, 50s, 60s diner.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got also, I think Logan's there trying to like wash her out of it. And it's kind of crazy. There's a whole storyline in here where it keeps on trying to show her things that it thinks going to make her change her mind and embrace the Dark Force Phoenix. It's not going to happen, I don't think. She's not that kind of person. She's stronger than all that. But to what end? To what end? That's what you're reading this book for. Where does it finish the storyline off? Because you know it doesn't just end here, right? This is setting it up for what's the next storyline.
The Silencer! So good. So we see the Silencer in her everyday life, which she is not the Silencer, but her past is coming back to try to drag her back in.
Mm-hmm.
We see Talia al Ghul.
That's what I remember reading this week about it.
Yes.
Talia!
Talia! Yes. Which, you know, she's a friend from work.
Are you kidding me?
Yes! That's how she introduces herself as a friend from work.
That's funny, because that's a Mario. You know, like, oh.
Yeah. if you're liking any of like the metal stuff, it is really just as amazing, of course. This one's probably been one of my favorite ones to just jump into at a number one for a while, from just anything.
I love her hair, man.
Yeah, well, and she doesn't even have this haircut in this book yet. So that was her
False
past
advertising.
That's her past hair.
Oh, okay.
And her past outfit. But her current life, living with her husband and her 3-year-old son, who is adorable, and he's a jelly bean, and amazing.
I love your description of good. He's a jelly bean.
Maybe coming to an end.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either,
happen.
But she's so awesome that it doesn't matter because she's gonna do whatever she can to protect her family. So, yeah.
Alright, I don't even know what to tell you guys about Avengers No Surrender other than you may have a really, really hard time locating one. Do not wait till Friday or Saturday to go try to find it. Yeah, I know. So, the cool thing about Avengers No Surrender, which is this weekly storyline that's been happening, is that it's been so good that it's been actually selling out at Diamond far in advance of it actually releasing to the stores. So, add it to your pull box, for goodness sakes.
Yes.
So they can have any hope of trying to figure out how many of these things to order. Because demand is through the roof, because the storyline is amazing. So, gosh, when last we saw our heroes, you've got a bunch of heroes that have been frozen. You've got the Earth has been transported off to who knows where. And you've got, believe it or not, you got 2 bad guy groups fighting each other. It's like the Lost Legion and the Black Hand. So if you don't recognize the name Black Hand, you need to start paying attention to Black Hand because they're super important or the Black Order, sorry. They're actually part of the storyline for Infinity, which is coming up soon. Infinity Countdown, very, very soon for you guys. So
Yes.
And you were certain to see them in the Infinity War movie.
Definitely.
So start learning these guys now. Right now you're going to be like, what? I don't know about these guys. But they're awesome, trust me. Awesomely bad.
If you have questions, just talk to Jen. She'll know everything.
No. I can't even tell you all their names right now. I just know they're cool. So this is an ongoing storyline. They've got hero groups on all sides of the globe trying to figure out how to get out of this. And the surprise is that I think they kind of dropped it last week, so I'm not spoiling it for you. The Grandmaster has his hand in all this.
Of course.
So you know it's not straight up. None of this is straight up if the Grandmaster's involved.
Well, I mean, his name is the Grandmaster.
I mean, it doesn't... I wish he looked more like Jeff Goldblum because he's way cooler in that design. But it's the old design of the Grandmaster, so... everything is going to lead collectively, eventually, to the Infinity storyline. So, and don't say I didn't tell you. 678 is going to be just as hard to find as 677 and 676 for Prince Voyager.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy dull. Everything
everything
Marvel is going like this. Everything DC is going all the other stuff.
Yeah.
All the companies are doing great jobs right now. It's hard to figure out where to spend the dollars.
Yes.
That is great. All right. I don't know what we're eating tonight, but I'm hungry.
Me too.
Yeah.
My stomach is growling while we were reading.
All right. Go find a comic shop near you if you're traveling, or if your local shop is, I don't know, remodeling or whatever. ComicShopLocator.com. Please go support your local comic shop. There are many, many long-time shops that are closing their doors because they don't have enough support or not as much support as normal. So if you love your comic shop that's near you, just go. It doesn't take a lot of money. Just if everybody goes and buys a comic book tomorrow, we'd be fine. It's fine. Just one. We're good. We're fine.
Yeah.
We love selling comics.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to come and gab with us, you can come find us. All right. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.